In the previous video, you learned breakup structure and how to identify it. In this video, you'll be learning change of character and how to identify it on your chart. Okay, so as you can see right here, we have an uptrend. You can see the higher high and the higher low after taking out inducement and after breaking above the previous high. So we confirm the higher high and the higher low. So in this video, we're going to see what you will see that will make an uptrend become a downtrend, and similarly downtrend become uptrend. So this right here is uptrend. Okay, so write it, uptrend. Remember, you can get trade signals in our free Telegram channel, link in the description. And if you want one-on-one mentorship, you can also DM the admin of the Telegram channel, okay, at InvestorK23. So this is uptrend. So we're gonna see the process how an uptrend can change to downtrend right now. So when you have a move that comes from up here after this breakup structure to the upside, and you have a move that break this higher low, that move is telling us that there is a potential change of character, or there is a potential change of trend. So it doesn't confirm it, but it's an indication that there's likely going to be a change of trend from up to down. So this impulsive move took out the inducement and took out the higher low. So we call this move, we call it, so at that point where the break happens, we call it change of character. So that is actually the change of character. It's like change of behavior. So the market was behaving bullish, that is, it was going up, then decided to go down. So that is like a change of behavior or change of character. So that's why it's called COC, change of character. Okay, so like I said, this is an indication that this trend is about to change. So but it is not confirmed until we see a move that takes out the inducement of this impulsive move. So you can see the inducement right there. Okay, so this is our inducement. So it could be lower or it could be higher, whichever place it is. So when you now have another impulsive move that take out this inducement, which is like a correction. Okay, so when you have this move that take out that inducement, so it's like a correction, then the move then create another impulsive move to the downside and break below the move that creates the change of character, which is now like breakup structure formed right there. Can you see? So there we have it. This is now a change of trend. The trend has changed from uptrend to downtrend. So now you can be looking for short opportunities. Okay, so right here we have a downtrend. So you can watch this video again to help you understand better. So take your time, watch it through, understand it, check the real chart and identify it there and practice. Okay, so we're going to look at the reverse case, that is when the downtrend changes to uptrend. Okay, so let's look at it. So in this case now, you can see we have a downtrend. You can see the impulsive move to the downside and then a correction, taking out inducement, then the continuation of the impulsive move. Okay, so we have our lower low, lower high, then another lower low is about to be formed. Okay, so that is downtrend. So how do we know that a downtrend has changed to uptrend? So first of all, we're going to have a move that will take out the lower high of the last impulse. So as you can see right there, you have that move. So once that move happens, it forms a change of character. So you can see the first move, the first valid pullback there was our inducement. The next one was a change of character. That is where the lower high is. So that impulsive move took it out. So that is now an indication that there's going to be a change of trend, but it's not confirmed yet. So we have to wait to see that we have a correction that takes out the inducement of that impulsive move. So, and there we have it. Then we have another impulsive move that creates a break of structure. This impulsive move candle must close above the break of structure. Okay, so if it is just a wick, it is not confirmed yet, though it's a break of structure, but it is not confirmed as change of trend. Okay, so let's look at it in the real chart. So as you can see, this is an uptrend. You can see higher high, higher low forming. Okay, higher high, higher low. Okay, so when we now see an impulsive move that breaks below the higher low, that is the change of character, and that is the indication that this trend will likely change from higher high to higher low, that is from uptrend to downtrend. Okay, so right here you can see the higher low. So you can see we have an impulsive move that breaks below it, and that is the change of character right there. Exactly, so that is as simple as that. So once we see an impulsive move that breaks below the higher low, that is the change of character. So it is not a confirmation yet that the trend has changed, because price can do this and still continue in uptrend. So but we're going to see, will there be a valid pullback, will there be a correction, then after the correction another impulsive move to the downside that breaks below the change of character impulse. So this is the impulse. We are marking on the impulse for that causes the change of character. Okay, so right there we have the inducement. So if we have a move that takes out the inducement and then break lower, then we can say we have a break of structure. So you can see the inducement right there. So this thing is as logical as possible. So once you understand this step by step, it will be easier to follow through. Okay, so you can see after the impulsive move that created a change of character, we had inducement on that move. Then we had a correction, that is a move that took out the inducement. You can see that, and the move went lower, broke below the impulsive move that created a change of character. Okay, can you see that? So once we have this, that is our break of structure, BOS. And remember, we must check if the candle closed below the break of structure. And as you can see, the move continued down, candle closing below. So right there we can say the trend has changed from uptrend to downtrend. So it's as simple as that. So when you look at these things, the COC and the BOS, and you see that they are confirmed, you're good to go. So let's look at the reverse case, that is when downtrend becomes uptrend. So right here we're having a series of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. That's downtrend. So how can downtrend turn to uptrend? Okay, so first of all, you can see the lower high there. This impulsive move broke above the lower high, creating the COC. So you can see the COC there. Then we had a correction that took out the inducement on the impulsive move that created the COC. Can you see the inducement right there? So we had that correction. Then we have a move that continued up and broke above the COC impulse. And there we have the higher high and the higher low. See, so when you're having higher high, higher low, that is an uptrend. So you can see how trend change from downtrend to uptrend. So if this video is helpful, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, join the class on Telegram if you have questions. So the simple formula is COC plus BOS is equals to change of trend. See you in the next video.